cold open, in just 5 minutes, you can make a simple, warm elixir, chamomile and lavender steeped into oat milk, that helps quiet the mind and signals to your body that it's time to rest. Stay with us. We'll walk through every slow step together. Welcome to Earthy Remedy, your space for natural remedies, real food, and everyday wellness. I'm your host, Sam Nang Bradley, host and wellness guide. And I'm Fiona Thompson, co-host and nutritionist. Together, we explore how the healing power of nature and evidence-based nutrition can help you feel better in simple, sustainable ways. On today's episode, we're talking about a chamomile and lavender oat milk sleep elixir and how it can support calm, gentler sleep onset and soothing evening digestion. So make yourself comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin this week's journey with Earthy Remedy. Here's what the science tells us. We'll look at gentle botanical mechanisms, realistic expectations, and how to make a ritual that actually helps your nervous system wind down. No miracle claims, just practical, evidence-informed steps. Section 1. Understanding the problem. Picture this. It's late, your phone is face down across the room, but your mind keeps replaying a meeting, a conversation, a to-do list. You toss, you turn, and your stomach feels slightly unsettled from dinner. You know you're tired, but your body stays alert. That friction between wanting sleep and feeling wired is so familiar. I remember one evening last spring, cup of coffee at noon, a late pasta dinner, and that one more email loop in my head. I lay there listening to the house, thinking of small tasks, feeling the heat between my shoulder blades. That tension makes sleep onset slow, and sometimes the simple ritual of preparing something warm can change the whole tone of the hour. From a biochemical perspective, what's happening is straightforward. Our stress system, when activated, keeps certain brain circuits in an alert mode. Digestion, particularly heavy meals late at night, can also demand attention from the body. The important piece to know is that sensory cues, warmth, aroma, a slow ritual, can help shift signals away from alertness and toward rest. The evidence evolves, but these behavioral cues matter. So listeners, if you've ever felt like your brain has its own late-night radio station, you're not alone. That's where a small ritual, the act of making something gentle, can be a bridge from busy to bedtime. Section 2. What the tradition and evidence say. Let's break this down. Chamomile has been used across Europe and parts of the Middle East for centuries as a calming infusion. Nutrient-wise, it contains compounds like apigenin that research shows can interact with pathways related to relaxation. The research indicates modest but consistent calming effects in some studies, especially when chamomile is used regularly as a warm beverage before bed. Lavender, too, carries both an aromatic tradition and a body of research. The scent of lavender has been associated with reduced perceived anxiety in several controlled trials, and aromatherapy studies suggest its fragrance can influence mood and sleep quality for some people. Importantly, the data supports lavender as a helpful sensory cue, not a replacement for clinical care when sleep disorders are present. Why oat milk? Nutritionally speaking, warm, slightly sweet, creamy liquids have a comforting texture that some people find soothing. Oat milk adds natural sweetness and a rounded mouthfeel without dairy if you prefer plant-based options. It won't cure insomnia, but paired with calming herbs and a slow ritual, it can help your nervous system relax. Traditionally, many cultures used warm milk or herb infusions as a bedtime cue. In rural kitchens, a gently sweet herbal cup after evening chores signaled day's end. That ritual quality, intentional, slow, sensory, matters just as much as the ingredient list. Section 3. Introducing the remedy and recipe. Here's what we'll make. Chamomile and lavender oat milk sleep elixir. It's calming, caffeine-free, easy to customize, and takes about 5 to 8 minutes from start to finish. It's best for adults and older children who don't have allergies to the ingredients. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, on sedatives, or taking certain medications, check with your clinician before making this a routine. We'll cover more cautions later. Ingredient list. I'll read each item slowly. 1 cup, 240 milliliters of oat milk, your choice of store-bought or homemade, warmed. 1 teaspoon of dried chamomile flowers, or 1 chamomile tea bag. Chamomile is calming. Half a teaspoon of dried lavender buds, culinary grade, optional, aromatic and soothing. 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, or a small strip of vanilla pod, optional for richness. 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, or raw honey to taste. Do not give honey to children under 1 year. A small pinch of cinnamon, optional for warmth. Equipment: a small saucepan, a spoon, a mug, and a fine strainer or a tea infuser if you have one. That's it. Step by step. I'll number the steps and pause between each so you can follow along. Step 1. Pour 1 cup of oat milk into your saucepan and set the heat to low-medium. You want it warm and starting to steam, not boiling. Step 2. While the milk warms, place your teaspoon of chamomile and half teaspoon of lavender into a small infuser or directly into the pot. You'll notice the tiny floral smell already. That's a good sign. Step 3. Once the milk is steaming and small bubbles form at the edge, about 2 minutes, lower the heat to the lowest simmer and add your herbs. Stir once gently. Reduce heat and let it steep for 3 to 4 minutes. You'll see the color soften and smell floral, warm notes rising. Step 4. After 3 to 4 minutes, remove from heat. If your herbs were loose in the pot, strain into your mug now. Take a moment to inhale the steam. Notice the scent of chamomile and lavender. Step 5. Add your teaspoon of maple or honey if you like sweetness, a drop of vanilla, and a tiny pinch of cinnamon. Stir slowly and mindfully. Taste carefully. Warm, creamy, floral. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't let the milk boil. That can make the flavors dull. Don't use essential oils directly in the milk. Use culinary dried lavender or tea-grade products. If the floral note feels too strong, reduce lavender to 1/8 teaspoon next time. Storage and serving tips. You can make a double batch and store it in the fridge for up to 48 to 72 hours. Warm gently on low before drinking. Don't microwave to very hot. Best time to drink is 20 to 40 minutes before your bedtime routine, so the warmth and ritual signal can do their work. For frequency, nightly or a few times a week is common. Observe how your body responds. Variations: substitute almond or dairy milk if preferred. If you're allergic to chamomile or sensitive to aster family plants, try lemon balm or a plain warm oat milk with a touch of vanilla. Safety and cautions. If you have known allergies to ragweed or other Asteraceae plants, avoid chamomile. Don't give honey to infants under 1 year. If you take prescription sleep medications, sedatives, or certain blood pressure drugs, check with your clinician. Herbs can have additive effects. Pregnant or breastfeeding listeners, consult a clinician before routine herbal use. A single warm oat milk without added herbs is a simple, safe alternative. If you experience unusual symptoms, rash, difficulty breathing, or increased drowsiness, stop use and seek medical advice. Reflection and encouragement. Take this as an invitation rather than a prescription. The gentle act matters. The warmth in your hands, the steam at your face, the deliberate pause before bed. Small rituals like this remind your nervous system that rest is allowed. Now, if you've made the elixir with us, hold your mug, breathe in the steam,
notice the scent, and feel the warmth. This is nourishment, plain and simple. Samnang, any final words before we wrap?
Just this. You don't need perfect ingredients to feel the benefit. Adjust, experiment, and make it yours. If it's imperfect, it's still a ritual. Listen to your body. Trust the earth. Feel the difference.
We'd love to hear how this turned out for you. Did you make the elixir? How did it taste? Send us a voice message or DM us at @earthyremedypod or email hello@earthyremedy.example. Share your version, your adjustments, or any questions. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe so you don't miss future remedies.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Earthy Remedy. We hope you're leaving with one simple idea you can bring into your evening routine. Follow or subscribe. Share this with a friend on their own wellness journey and connect with us with questions or your own recipes. Until next time, take a deep breath, drink some water, and be kind to your body. This is Earthy Remedy. Listen to your body, trust the earth, feel the difference.